You get one or the other. You can see or you can hear. You don't get both.
God give you 4 of the 5 senses, and that's all you get.
That's life. Here's some. What does he say? What's John Mulaney say?
Brush your teeth, no boom, orange juice.
That's life.
That's life.
Yeah. All right. So we're rolling.
Why do you always?
We've already started?
Yeah, we.
All right. Welcome to my dad's movie podcast. I'm Mick Johnson. I'm the dad. And with me, as usual, my son, Tabor.
Hey, good to be here.
Also with us, another son up from Provo, Utah, on break from school, Alec Johnson.
How's it going?
Hey, Alec.
Alec just came out of his coma, and he's going to do the podcast and then go back into the coma.
Yeah.
It's a weekly coma.
To see his home sweet home.
Oh,
Yeah. There we go. Monkeybone reference.
we're
right
talking
off.
about Monkeybone today, aren't
Yeah. At the top of the hour, Monkeybone. Yeah. That's a movie that got a ton of airplay on Comedy Central for 1 year and then disappeared from the zeitgeist of human history.
Monkeybone?
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun.
we? I think it's
Who-
Brendan Fraser's best movie.
Who was the other one on there? We're not talking about Monkeybone tonight, but who was the other actor who, I can't remember his name.
Chris Kattan.
Yes, Chris Kattan. I love that guy, and I think he might be a monkey.
He played one on SNL.
Yes,
Yeah.
Chris Kattan needs a...
lobotomy.
Oh, yeah, of course. But also a
Space
a Brendan Fraser level comeback. He needs to do a drama movie like The Whale.
Yeah, maybe. Do you think Chris Kattan could pull that off?
I mean, you can do anything you set your mind to.
Oh, okay.
Through God, all things are possible, so jot that down.
Okay. Now let's talk politics. We got religion and Monkeybone out of the way.
Yeah. So we
The 3 hot topics that everyone...
the holy trinity of hot topics: politics, religion, and Monkeybone.
So tonight we're talking about Damien Chazelle, and Whiplash and La La Land. So let's talk about Damien Chazelle.
So you first of all, you text me and said we're gonna talk about Damien Chazelle, and we're gonna talk about Whiplash, and we might do La La Land. I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
And because you said we might do La La Land, I didn't watch La La Land.
You haven't seen La La Land already?
No,
Why haven't you seen La La Land?
it just wasn't something that I wanted to go hunting down at the moment.
Okay.
Monkeybone. All right. No, I did not watch La La Land.
It's an Academy Award. Is it? I can never remember. Was it the winner or the nominee? I don't know what happened with the whole La La Land Moonlight thing. I can't remember which one was
La La
the
Land
fake winner.
did not win.
La La Land was the fake winner.
And then they were
we-
like, no, hey, we made a mistake. Moonlight is the real winner.
Did that really happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. They
You
Steve Harvey'd the entire operation.
You would think at that point, when you're at that level of things and you're putting this show on that everybody in the entire country is tuning into to watch, you'd think that you would know what you were doing.
Yeah, well, we upload episodes without audio, so it happens.
Well, we're not at that level yet. So
Also, you said they Steve Harvey'd the operation, and my mind went immediately to Steve Irwin, and I was like, what does he have to do with?
are you telling me they got stung in the chest by a stingray?
Yeah, there we go.
Is
I saw
that too soon?
no,
Okay.
it's right on time. I saw this post the other day that was basically chastising people on the internet because they're just like, this is like every video that Steve Irwin's son posts on the internet.
Oh yeah.
They're always just like Steve Irwin's son. I can't remember what his name is, but it's always just
That's
like
Robert
Irwin. He's like, everyone's like, Robert Irwin posts something on Facebook. look at this incredible animal, guys. And all the comments are like, hey, remember your dad's dead?
Oh my gosh.
And the person was just like, yeah, he's fully aware.
Yeah, I didn't forget.
He thinks about it probably every day. Why do you keep bringing it up? He just wants to, spend time with animals and have a good time and shoot his underwear ads and just be left alone.
Yeah.
So
who doesn't want to do a good underwear ad? I would love to.
Brendan Fraser in The Whale.
That would have been a bad.
Speaking of, that's our movie for today, The Whale.
The Whale. No, I'm sorry. It's La La Land. I made a mistake. I said the wrong movie. You see how I just Steve Harvey'd that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call back.
We're not at that level.
So, Alec, why did you want to talk about Whiplash?
Well, my first person I would talk about is Edgar Wright and the Cornetto trilogy. But you guys already did that without me.
No, you were there.
No?
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Go listen to the episode.
Me.
Unless I was really quiet, I wasn't there.
We had your mic on mute. Yeah.
All right.
We did have a little clip of you guys talking about it.
Yeah, you have a scrapped episode.
Yeah, like
Oh, we do?
Yeah, the hidden episode. Like it's
me, Dad, and Nicholas.
Yeah, it's episode 0.5.
Episode -1.
I don't know. I'll have to go back and listen.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I hope we didn't erase that.
I don't know.
Did you guys use...
That'll be good for posterity.
Did you guys use this or did you...
Yeah, we use this.
Okay. I'm pointing at the soundboard for the people who aren't watching the video portion of the show. Alec literally just looked for a camera. Did you see that?
I was like, I don't think anyone's watching the video
It doesn't
portion.
exist.
Unless I am mistaken.
So...
Yeah.
Damien Chazelle.
But I chose it because it's my third favorite movie. And...
Which one?
Whiplash.
Whiplash, okay.
Sorry. Whiplash is my third favorite movie. And of the rest of my favorite movies, besides the Edgar Wright ones, there weren't really any other ones that I was confident talking about multiple movies by that director. I can't even... Ridley Scott's made a ton of movies. I can't think of another one besides Alien that I've seen, so that wouldn't have been one that I would talk about, but that's in my top 10.
You never saw Gladiator?
Nope.
What?
I haven't seen a lot of movies. My friends at school call me a fake film major.
Yeah, because you make movies, but you don't watch them?
Exactly.
There you go.
That's funny.
I know some people like that. What's that beeping?
I have some pork ribs in the
Okay.
What's that crock pot thing?
Slow cooker.
Yeah.
Welcome to my dad's cooking show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've got a bunch of different things in the works. Just get ready for it.
My dad's movie pot roast.
And we're gonna have the cats out here in a minute. So
yeah. And then we'll just shoot them in the head
Yeah.
with the spray bottle.
Oh.
I'm glad you added that in there.
It's like that thing that kids do nowadays where they'll say something like really serious and then put in Minecraft after it to like make it less serious.
So
Like
that it doesn't get demonetized.
Yeah. Like I'm going to blow your head off. In Minecraft.
In Minecraft. And Dad and I were talking about Minecraft the other day, and I don't even remember why. He's like, I don't know what that is. But I just kept talking at him. So
At him.
yeah.
Not really to him.
Yeah, he kept trying to leave the room and I just kept following him.
Will you get out of the shower? I don't want to hear about Minecraft.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about Damien Chazelle.
Damien Sayer Chazelle.
Now, is it Chazelle or Chazelle? Because I say Chazelle.
I say Chazelle as well, and I've always heard it as Chazelle.
I'm going Chazelle.
Shazam.
Can you bring up the phonetic?
You have your phone down there?
Yeah, I can.
You do it.
I got this.
I'll just pull up my Siri. Siri, how do you say Damien Chazelle's last name? Damien Chumbawamba.
Your phone was talking while you were talking.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh. Hi, Siri. There's no one in your contacts named Damien Chazelle. Not yet. He'll be there.
Taylor's crossing both fingers under the table.
Yeah. We'll get
He's
there.
only got 4.
Only 4 crossable fingers. The rest are decorative.
So
It is Chazelle.
that's all right. We're good to go then.
All right. Continue.
Okay. Born January 19th, 1985. Man, he's young. Born in Providence, Rhode Island. He's an American filmmaker. What do you guys know about Damien Chazelle?
Well, I like to think of him as so there's different like color palettes, right? There's like the
Are we talking about Whiplash or are we talking about
no, just like color palettes in general. There's like pastel.
Yeah.
And
then there's like primaries and
yeah, I'd say Damien Chazelle is the primaries Wes Anderson.
Interesting. Okay. Explain.
Or Wes Anderson is
the pastel version
pastel
of
Damien Chazelle.
I'm not following you. Where's this going?
All right, continue.
Okay.
So
Didn't he write 10 Cloverfield Lane?
yes, that's one of his movies. In fact, when after we watched Whiplash and La La Land, I started looking up some of the movies that he did, and he did 10 Cloverfield Lane, and I thought, man, I would have liked to have talked about that one.
He wrote it. I don't think he directed it.
Really?
I think it was directed by Dan Trachtenberg,
I don't know.
the guy who directed Prey, right? Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Damien Chazelle wrote it, and Dan Trachtenberg directed it. Screenplay by Josh Campbell, Matt Stukin, and Damien Chazelle.
Why does Matt Stukin sound familiar? What's he done?
I don't know. You can't even click on his name on Wikipedia. It won't let you.
He doesn't exist?
He's unlinkable.
He also did First Man. It was with Ryan Gosling. Have you guys seen that one?
Was that one that he directed or did he?
Well, now I don't know because I thought he did. But
Was that the one that also had Captain America? Or was that a different
That
one?
sounds kind of familiar.
No, I don't think so.
First Man.
Ryan Gosling was an astronaut.
Oh, this one.
Oh. It was directed by Damien Chazelle.
Okay. That was a good one also.
Honestly, I think the only movie I've seen from Damien Chazelle so far is Whiplash.
Yeah.
And it's incredible how after, just that one movie that he's considered like one of the greatest up and coming directors ever.
Yeah. I think Whiplash really launched him quickly.
Yeah.
So his parents, mother, Celia Chazelle, English Canadian, teaches medieval history at the College of New Jersey. And his father is Bernard. He's a French American and a professor of computer science at Princeton University. It's always interesting when we pull up these directors who are making these really awesome movies. And you read about a lot of them, their parents are like really successful, like they're doctors or Princeton computer professors and stuff like that. It seems like a lot of these parents are, really well educated. They're very successful. And then they put out a
movie making kid,
a movie guy. Yeah. So, what about his directing style? I know so far I've seen Whiplash and La La Land and what was that other one I just said? First Man. So
he also did Babylon, which I know some people didn't like, but that came out a few years ago.
I heard that was a very chaotic movie.
I never saw it.
So what I'm looking at when we're talking about Damien Chazelle as a director, all I can do
is look at Whiplash.
Is look at Whiplash and then look at the short and see how the two compare.
That's true.
Which is a very interesting...
Oh, the short of Whiplash.
Yeah, you saw that, right?
I don't think I did. I don't remember that.
Oh,
Let's break it down. In 2013, he released a short. Wasn't it 2013?
it might have been.
Because I think like soon after is when he got approved to make Whiplash, which came out in 2014.
He did this short for Whiplash, and he did it because he was trying to get La La Land made. He wrote La La Land, and that's the movie he wanted to make. He really wanted to make that.
Yeah.
And he just could not get anyone who would take it seriously and could not get anyone who would fund this movie for him. So he was just really frustrated, and he's like, you know what? Fine. I'll keep this on the back burner and I'll try to get it made. But in the meantime, I got to have something else. So he wrote Whiplash, and he did the short film, which is just the scene where Terrence Fletcher is
Terrence Fletcher,
yeah, who played Roger Rabbit, by the way.
Yeah.
Which we all know that.
How many minutes would you spend in Terrence Fletcher's basement?
I don't know. I don't know if I can count that high without him slapping me. Also, we all know that J.K. Simmons was cast in the role, and he had the role in the short too. So everyone in the movie, in the short film, was recast for the feature film.
Okay.
There was only 2 people who were in the short who actually were transferred over to the feature film, and that was J.K. Simmons and the guy who plays the trombone, Elmer Fudd. Metz, I think is his name. But the short film is literally just that scene of him slapping him around and, why do you suppose I hurled a chair at your head, Neiman?
Right.
Yeah. It's really crazy is that they almost cast Jeffrey Jones.
All right. This is a little too soon to already be getting into Jeffrey Jones. I thought we were going to...
There's no time limit for Jeffrey Jones.
Now, my understanding was they cast Jeffrey Jones as the chair. He was going to be thrown.
They just throw Jeffrey Jones.
Why do you suppose I hurled Jeffrey Jones at your head, Neiman?
As he's going by, Grace!
Yeah.
This one actually is real. Neiman was actually in the short film was played by young Neil.
Yeah.
From Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim, yeah. It's so funny. I was watching a video on Whiplash, and the guy that was narrating the video mentioned that. And I was like, oh, I got to text Alec that. And I was like, nah, he knows.
Yeah.
He already knows. There's no way that slipped past him. They actually cast, what's his name?
While you're thinking about that, you have to have friends in high places to make a proof of concept short film where you'd still get J.K. Simmons to be one of your main actors.
I still have not figured out Neiman's name, and it's making me mad.
Are you talking about Miles Teller?
Miles Teller. That's what it is. Freaking A. That was infuriating.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Now's as good a time of any is to announce that this is my last day on the podcast. I'm done, guys.
This might be your last day on
We're
Earth.
letting him go. Welcome to my dad's movie podcast. I have no sons that are going to be on it with me.
Yeah.
Welcome to my son's execution.
Oh, wow.
This just got really rough. Was I dragging or was I
was I rushing? You know what's really funny is that when I watch that scene, I can watch it. I'll be like, oh, yeah, he's rushing. He's dragging. Like, I know, like, they're not making it up. It's actual,
Without getting slapped, you know what's going on.
Yeah. Like, with the music background I have, like, I can feel when he's rushing and I can feel when he's dragging. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty realistic. They got, they weren't just saying lines. He was actually rushing in the scenes he was rushing, and he was actually dragging in the scenes he was dragging.
What's funny is I saw a video where someone was talking about that scene and like saying that he actually wasn't rushing, that he was right on time, and that he was just doing it to try to push him even further.
Right.
And it was one of those, did you know that in Whiplash? I don't know if it was that guy, but it was one of those types of videos. But they played like a metronome at the same time as, like, I'm not sure if it's when he's counting or when he's actually playing, and they were like, see, it's lined up.
So Whiplash came from actual experience.
Yeah.
From Chazelle and his experience in school and stuff. I guess some of those things were realistic. I think he loved jazz. I think he was a drummer, right?
Well, I mean, he made 2 jazz movies in a row. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And even the character,
Andrew.
yeah, Fletcher.
Oh, Fletcher.
J.K. Simmons.
Terrence Fletcher.
That character was based on some, realistic stuff that came from his schooling.
Yeah.
So he just wrote a movie about life, just stuff that happened.
I've noticed that a lot of people have like band teacher horror stories, but all the orchestra teacher.
Yeah, there's never an orchestra teacher problem. Yeah.
Something about band teachers and power trips.
It's
band teachers and choir teachers. I think choir teachers.
They're still not as bad as band teachers. Like maybe high school choir teachers, but like
college choir teachers.
College choir teachers are normal. College orchestra teachers are normal. Just like band people. I don't know.
Maybe it's just high school teachers.
You go to band camp once and something gets into your head.
Like a worm?
Probably, honestly.
Like a worm?
RFK is a band teacher.
Okay, so for directing style, he likes whip pans, extreme close-ups, often pushing the boundaries of those types of techniques. And he likes to explore the themes of dreams, ambition, and the lengths people go to achieve them. I think I saw that in, that was in both of them.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
La La Land and Whiplash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, Whiplash was like intense.
Yeah, one of them, there's a big difference between the two of them, where one of them is the lengths you'll go despite the toxicity of what happens to you.
Right.
And one of them is the lengths you'll go despite life happening, I guess.
Right.
So one of them's like a healthy way to achieve your dreams, and the other's the opposite.
Right. How much emotional abuse, like for Miles Teller, how much emotional abuse are you willing to take to try and get to that that dream, that level?
One of my friends and I at school actually want to make a movie that is basically the Karate Kid, but for filmmakers.
Ooh.
And it's like
a film competition?
Well, it's just like some old retired filmmaker who's training a kid to become the next big filmmaker. But it's still some old like Asian man who uses like the same techniques as Miyagi did.
Oh, dude, it's got to be like one of those old school what's it, Akira Toriyama? No.
I'm pretty sure he made Dragon Ball Z. You're
Okay,
thinking of Akira Kurosawa.
Yes, Akira Kurosawa. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. So he's like an old school Japanese samurai film director who teaches you all his old techniques and gets you to be good filmmakers.
So you guys have seen that they're making another Karate Kid.
Yeah.
With
it's like Karate Kid
Daniel
Legends
LaRusso,
or something
right,
like that.
And I just forgot
Not
his
Bruce
name.
Lee, Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
It's already
yeah.
out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not doing too well.
Well, yeah, I could see why maybe it wouldn't. But
did you see that there were deleted scenes where they got Mr. Miyagi, like a lookalike of Mr. Miyagi, and gave him like the hair, and he looks exactly like him. And it was supposed to be like flashback scenes or something like that of stuff that they didn't have from the original movies. But I think they ended up cutting it.
Well, this has absolutely nothing to do with Whiplash, so
yeah.
Let's get back to Whiplash for a minute.
It'll be a nice setup for a callback.
Yeah. So, the first thing you notice about Whiplash from the short to the feature is that there is a huge color change.
Mm-hmm.
The Whiplash short takes place in a classroom, and it's lit just like a classroom.
Rednecks went by.
All right, let's try that again. The first thing you notice about beep. There was a I don't remember which episode it was where Dad goes beep, and he was like, "Why did I do that?" And I was like, you were trying to sync up the audio, and you were like, oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Why'd you give him an out?
Instead of like, I don't know, dude, you're just going mad.
You're a weirdo.
Just like you'd be surprised how many noises I've cut out of the podcast. Just Dad going.
That is not true.
Is this where we
La 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 la?
Is this where we get our autistic tendencies from?
Yeah. That Louis C.K. joke. Just that person doing vocal warm-ups on the subway, just annoying everybody. La 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 la, everybody. What?
Color shift.
Color shift. Yeah, so gosh dang it. So the short looks like it was actually shot in a classroom. I could shoot it in Becca's orchestra classroom and it would look exactly the same.
It's white.
Yeah.
And boring.
Yeah. And then you go into the feature and like the classroom has got like mahogany walls and the lighting is yellow. And, we've talked about that before, that sickly green color that is in David Fincher's movies.
Right.
But it's like this sickly yellow.
And that's what Whiplash switches between in its scenes is a sickly green and a sickly yellow. I think there's only like one or two scenes where it looks kind of neutral or more blue.
There is a neutral scene when he is talking to, I guess she's like a lawyer or somebody, the woman who's trying to get him to testify against Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some normal color grading there. And it seems like a lot of the color grading is normal when he's with his dad. That's when the color grading is normal when he's with his dad. Cause that's when, he's baseline, he's safe. He's, everything is
right.
But when he's deep in the world of...
He's got a voice of reason when his dad's in the room.
Yeah, exactly. But everything is that yellow color anytime he's with Fletcher. And I guess the yellow, is supposed to like symbolize like stress or tension.
Yeah, I think
some sort of toxicity.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think it creates kind of this mood of uneasiness and there's just something not quite right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the normals, the colors are kind of normal when he's in the first orchestra or band class.
That room is a little bit brighter.
Yeah. It's kind of lit more like the short, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really cool though that in the short where all the colors are neutral and nothing is sticking out color wise, that they're still able to successfully get the point across that Terrence Fletcher is, an absolute tool, but the color grading really does make a difference. And I don't think you would even notice it unless you were a filmmaker or someone pointed it out to you. When you watched Whiplash, did you even pay attention to the color? Or?
Well, what I noticed was, yes, from going from one room to the other, from the intermediate room or whatever that is, where and then Fletcher takes him into Fletcher's room. What I notice is it seems like I'm going into almost Fletcher's world. Like it's kind of dark. It's kind of unnerving.
Yeah.
It's kind of intimidating. You know what I mean? They're kind of using these colors to make me feel like
it's like in the Wizard of Oz.
I'm not very easy in this room.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd probably use the same colors in like a seedy underworld gangster movie.
Yeah.
It's like in Wizard of Oz when it goes from black and white to color, except it goes from normal world to Fletcher world.
Yeah, Fletcher color.
Why do you suppose I hurled a house at you, Wicked Witch of the East?
Is he the tornado?
And then you find out the house was Jeffrey Jones.
Was I clicking my heels?
I noticed that's like the biggest thing that I noticed in both movies, La La Land and Whiplash, is his use of color. And Whiplash seems to do it in the lighting, and La La Land does it in the costume design and the set design, but especially the costume design.
So what is your opinion about the dynamic between Fletcher and Neiman? Like, is Fletcher is he mean to everybody? Because he really attacks Neiman, just ruthlessly attacks at him.
Well, he's mean to everybody because he's a mean person, but
So that's the next question.
more methodical with the people that he sees potential in, because
I think a lot of
he doesn't see it as him being mean. He sees it as him, I guess, pushing someone to do their best.
I think it's two things that we're seeing there. One of them is that he sees great potential in Neiman, but he doesn't see that great potential in the rest of or he sees a decent amount of potential.
Well, he needs people to create this band. It can't just be one person. So he's got to have somebody there.
And if he didn't think they were good enough to be in his band, they wouldn't be in that room.
Right.
Yeah. So he does push those people harder, but not as hard as Neiman. One, because I think he sees the greatness that is in Neiman that he doesn't see in the other people. And also is that he sees that Neiman wouldn't stop.
Right.
He sees that like if he pushed, what was the other kid? Ryan, that's his name.
Right. Yeah. Because
by the way,
Connolly and Ryan.
By the way, that's what Fletcher calls him.
Yes.
That's not me being.
Well, it's funny because I was going to say, I was like, what are the other two drummers named? Because there's Connolly and
Ryan.
And I was going to say, and the gay one.
Yeah.
But
was it even established that he was gay, or is he just saying
he's just a jerk?
Yeah. Like, I don't even think that.
Well, he sees something about somebody and then he just attacks that.
Yeah.
Whether it's true or not, that's what he goes after.
Wait, I got to make sure that's Ryan. Are Ryan and Connolly the same person?
Is it like Ryan Conley?
So that was kind of the other question was Andrew Neiman, he wants to be the best. He wants to be a great, right? These other people that are in the band, maybe they like jazz, maybe they want to be good, but is Fletcher? Yeah, now I can't even. Edgar suit. So is Fletcher? Does he know this about Neiman, and he can push him and knows that he can do more to him because he thinks that this is the only way he can be great is if he follows this guy, this conductor, right? So he can really go after him hard.
Yeah, I think that Neiman knows that Fletcher is great.
It's Fletcher.
Yeah. Please, Neiman.
Now I want to see this movie with Roger Rabbit instead of J.K. Simmons.
What do you suppose I heard the chair at your head, baby Herman? Gosh, I do a lot of impressions on the show, but my Roger Rabbit is by far the worst.
I wouldn't say that because I've heard some worse ones.
Yeah. You know what I think is missing is the basement. I think that's if I had a basement, my Roger Rabbit impression would be so much better.
I feel like if you had a basement and Roger Rabbit was in it, it just turned into a Meat Canyon impression of Roger Rabbit.
Am I a real boy now, Papa?
By the way, it's Carl Tanner is the other one's name.
And Ryan Conley. Tanner, that's his name. Yeah. Let's talk about the folder scene.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
I guess there's videos on YouTube that are like conspiracy theories about the folder scene, and I'm like,
they're not they're real. It's not a I sound like I'm crazy now. They're real, man. It's not a conspiracy theory. No, but it's like proven. You can see
in the video portion of this podcast. This is where we're going to upload that picture of Elon Musk smoking the joint.
Yeah,
talking about conspiracy theories.
Okay, so
I went.
You can see what
in the scene where Andrew sets the folder down on the chair, and then he goes up to the vending machine and gets something, and then when Tanner comes back, the folder's missing. And then he has to play the charts because Tanner doesn't know them by heart. Later, at the end, when Andrew's going to play with Fletcher's new band, after he got kicked out.
Right.
He hands him a folder with charts and is like, we're just playing the same thing as before. And when he opens up the folder and sees that none of the charts that they're actually playing are in the folder, you can see that the markings on the music for Whiplash are the exact same markings on the music from the folder that was lost.
Mm-hmm.
So people think that Fletcher took the folder as soon as he saw that it was unattended, to give Andrew an opportunity to either to give him an opportunity to step up and be the one who plays to see who's the one who's going to be good enough to have their music memorized, or just to create contention between the drummers.
So I thought that was established in the movie. I thought that because I was under the impression that Fletcher took the folder.
Yeah. I don't even know why there's an argument about it. Of course he took the folder. There shouldn't be any YouTube videos of going, who took the folder? Yeah, it's Fletcher. He even establishes it when he yells at Mini-Me that if I see one of these lying around again, I'll stop being so polite.
Oh, that's
Get
true.
out of my face before I demolish you.
You can still see you, Mini-Me.
Yeah, it's Chekhov's folder. He talked about the folder in the previous scene, and then the folder goes missing.
The folder from the previous scene?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little
bump reference there.
Bump reference for you Rat's Nest Productions fans out there.
All 5 of you.
Well, maybe I'm not remembering, but they have like a sit down where he's talking to Neiman, and they're like a diner or something,
Like a coffee shop.
Yeah, a coffee shop or something like that, and they're talking. For some reason, I thought at that point that it was kind of brought up that he took the folder.
He never mentions it.
Oh,
It's
doesn't?
when they're at the jazz club.
Okay.
But no, he never mentions that he took the folder.
Yeah.
He does a few different things that you have to pay attention to notice that are like, oh, he's kind of a little weaselly guy who's doing all these little things to get under their skin. Like,
try me, you weasel. I love that. That's my favorite line.
Like, for example, we've been calling him Andrew Neiman this whole time. His name is not Andrew Neiman. His name is Andrew Neiman. And he says that in the very first scene when he's practicing.
Oh, does he?
In the practice room.
Yeah.
Fletcher comes in and he says, "What's your name?" He says, "Andrew Neiman, sir." And then after that, he starts calling him Neiman.
For the rest of the movie. And we call him Neiman.
Yeah,
he knows his name is Andrew Neiman. He calls him that because it's just this little level of disrespect, but also holding power over him.
Right.
Now everyone calls him Neiman because of that.
Also, he calls him Neiman for the entire movie until the end. He's like, "Andrew, what are you doing, man?"
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool moment. I was like, "Ooh, there's some like respect there now." he
doesn't need to use these little tactics anymore.
Yeah.
He sees that he's become great.
Yeah. That's a thing we should talk about. There's some people who consider this a happy ending, and there's some people who consider it a sad ending or like a bad ending. What is everyone's opinion? I mean, it's clear that this is a movie where the bad guy wins and the hero loses, at least in my opinion. How does everyone else feel about that?
I wouldn't say that the hero loses.
Who's the hero?
Well, I mean, the protagonist. I don't know if he's also.
Yeah, he kind of does some villainy things.
Yeah.
Like when he breaks up with Jay Leno.
Oh yeah, because she mentions her chin being big.
Yeah. Which I have no idea what she's talking about. That looks like a normal chin to me. You're not Bruce Campbell. Get out of here.
What is this? You're breaking up with me because you gotta do your drumming? What's going on here?
What? You see this? You heard about this?
I don't know if I'd say that he loses. I mean, they both kind of lose in that he gets kicked out of the Nassau band and Fletcher
loses his
job and has to go to playing piano in a jazz club. But he also they also both win in that Fletcher kind of achieved his goal and proved his point of
Like this is what it takes.
Yeah, I pushed you hard enough and you finally became what you were meant to be. And then also Andrew becomes what he's meant to be. Maybe not in the best way, but I wouldn't say that he loses in that scenario. I'd say it's a satisfying ending, but it's not a happy ending.
Yeah.
So at what point in the movie does Neiman tackle Fletcher?
Would you say that's the climax of the second act? Or would you say the climax?
Yeah, that's the climax of the second act, I'd say. Yeah. Because then the second act kind of levels out right where at the jazz club.
Yeah.
So after he tackles him, then we go on to Fletcher has another gig.
Yeah.
And he wants Neiman to be a part of that also.
Yes.
And asks him, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's where at the end, he's like playing this really upper level.
Yeah, because before it's when he rents a car, which, by the way, Andrew was 18 or 19, so that's the most unrealistic part of the movie is the fact that he rented a car.
He was 19-year-old.
Yeah, you can't rent a car until you're 25, right?
Yeah.
It's like the last milestone of
Yeah, you can go
adulthood.
die in another country by joining the military, but you cannot rent a car.
Why has Bob Dylan not written a song about this yet?
I can't rent a car till I'm 25. But he rents a car because the bus tire pops when he's on his way to the competition.
Which there's a video online suggesting that Terrence Fletcher is the one who popped
the tire.
Popped the tire on the bus.
You can see when he walks up on stage at the end that he has a piece of the tire.
He's got the tire jack that
he rents a car. He drives over to the venue and realizes that he forgot his sticks at the car dealership.
Right.
And
the rental dealership.
That's where we get the greatest line in cinema history. Try me, you weasel.
Yeah. And also something that Andrew says that I can't say, which is also a great line. But so he drives back, he grabs his sticks.
Was it about Johnny Utah?
Yeah. Keep turning my page.
Yeah.
And then on the way back to the hall, he gets hit by... Yeah. Is it a semi or was it a pickup truck? I can't remember. I feel like I'm making it more dramatic than it was.
I don't think it was
an airplane.
I don't think... Yeah.
He gets run over by a tank and he's all bloody and he runs all the way back to the recital hall. And then that's when he fails at drumming and tackles.
And that's when he tackles him.
Yeah.
So the tackling part.
I know what you're going to say.
What happened?
He broke J.K. Simmons' rib when he tackled him.
Suffered 2 cracked ribs after he got tackled.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Which I'm sure he had a pad on, like within his suit or something like that. But still, stunts department would not let you tackle an A-list actor without some sort of...
They taped some cardboard boxes around him.
Is that really?
they tried to goat man Terrence Fletcher.
Can't goat man J.K.
You'll be
Simmons.
okay. These cardboard boxes will save you.
It was a lot of cardboard boxes.
Don't worry about it.
I cannot believe we almost killed Christian Downey.
Yeah,
for a movie that's never coming out.
Well, I'll have Christian come over and help me finish editing it.
So I had read that Miles Teller was not the first choice to play Andrew.
It was Ansel Elgort.
We already did our Jeffrey Jones joke, Dad.
It was Ansel Elgort from Baby Driver.
I didn't read that.
No, I'm just kidding. They're both in Divergent. That's why. I used to get them confused.
It was Jeffrey Jones.
Okay.
Hey, that's the same joke twice. Dane DeHaan
That
Dane
would not have
DeHaan.
been good.
No, that would have been
That would
weird.
have not been
And
good.
I didn't even know who that was. I had to look him up. Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Lawless.
Yes.
And then the other person that I
It was
read about,
Cricket and Lawless, right?
that seems like that's right.
One
Yeah.
who got his neck broked by
Yeah.
Broked.
by Guy Pearce when he
He got his neck broke
your
back
friend
mountain.
called me.
I was gonna do the broked back mountain.
You remember that? Briar would always quote that. Your friend called me a Nance.
Yeah.
Why did he do that? And then he breaks Dane DeHaan's neck.
Yeah.
The other person, Johnny Simmons from Scott Pilgrim, and
Yeah.
Who was
Heaven
the
Almighty.
he was the original
Yeah.
Neiman, right?
I think
Yes.
he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who was the third one you said?
I only read about the two,
Oh.
Dane DeHaan and Johnny Simmons, and then it went on to
Who's not
Milestone.
related to J.K. Simmons. That's a pretty often Googled.
there's some conspiracy theories out there that he was actually the folder that was laying on the.
Yeah, they set down his paternity test on the chair.
All right,
and,
get my Charlie Day board. Let's get to the bottom of this. We're gonna Pepe Sylvia this thing. Did you know the Pepe Sylvia was actually just Pennsylvania?
Was it really?
He kept freaking out because all these letters were written to Pepe Sylvia, and he goes, "I've looked over the entire building. There's no Pepe Sylvia who works here, and it's just Pennsylvania." But because he can't read, he just kept reading Pepe Sylvia instead of Pennsylvania.
What are you talking about?
Whiplash.
Yeah.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh,
Yeah, Dane DeHaan was also in that movie.
I know what you're gonna say, and it's a weird freaking movie.
It's a pretty good movie.
It's weird.
I don't know if I'd call it that weird. It's got Michael B. Jordan and
We're not talking about the same movie.
what movie you're talking
A
about?
Cure for Wellness.
Huh? I don't know. Let me look that up.
Oh, that is such a strange movie. He is
I
like,
was talking about one of his most popular movies.
what is it?
Wait, now I gotta look up A Cure for Wellness.
The
What is
Tanks That
this?
Made Us, or something like that. What was that little fantasy?
What is a cure? Me a goth? What?
It's a weird.
This is the one where he gets like worms put in his throat or something by Jason Isaac.
Yeah, and Jason Isaac's face is not real. He just peels it off at the end of the movie, and he's just a little skelly boy.
I was gonna say Skelly Boy.
Yeah,
The one that I'm talking about is Chronicle,
Yeah,
which is the one where
yeah, Christmas Tanks or whatever.
Christmas Tanks.
It's got tanks in it. It's like
Christmas Tanks. All right. It has Michael B. Jordan and Alex Russell and Dane DeHaan, and they all get superpowers from some sort of underground comet thing that they run into. I don't know. And he becomes evil because he was bullied. That's the movie, but that's one of the more popular movies.
okay.
That's what I know Dane DeHaan from.
Cut that.
Yeah, I'm still laughing about Christmas Tanks. What in the world is what is? I haven't had enough sleep. I'm sorry, listeners. Are you muting me? Are you turning me
I'm
down?
turning me down.
That's not you.
I was yellow, and then I turned Dad down a little bit. So
Oh.
I'm peeking
I'm peeking. You're peeking.
because you got him cranked up to Timbuktu.
Well, Dad has to be cranked up because he sits 10 feet away from the mic.
That's also true.
So let's talk about La La Land.
All right, La La Land.
La La Land. You haven't seen it.
Not yet.
This is where I get into the whole primaries Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
This is very, it's not as symmetrical as Wes Anderson, but it still has a lot
Nice.
of those types of shots where it's like,
Interesting. Okay.
and it uses a lot of primary colors.
I've seen screenshots. I think the most famous screenshot of this movie is, I think it's even on the poster. It's them dancing, on that LA
Yeah.
city street, and like it's
next to the park bench.
yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
nighttime, and just it's the bluest of blues
Mhm.
in that sky. And I think she's wearing yellow, right?
I think so.
What is he wearing? I'm trying to remember.
He's wearing white.
Wasn't that kind of
Yeah.
like a dancing in the rain type of thing
Yeah.
that they were doing? Do you remember when we talked about
Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge? When we did Moulin Rouge, when I first started watching Moulin Rouge, do you remember I was like, I don't get this.
You were hesitant.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here, and it wasn't like what I thought it was going to be, and it was kind of, for me, it was the same thing with La La Land when it starts out like it's like it looks like it's going to start out as just a movie, and then all of a sudden everybody breaks out into dance and singing and stuff, and it turns into like this musical, and it gets kind of crazy and hectic, and I'm thinking, man, this is like a Baz Luhrmann rerun.
Yeah, right.
But the thing that's interesting to me is after I got done watching Moulin Rouge, like even remembering it now, I remember the music. And I'm like, it was a wacko, crazy musical. But when we were watching La La Land last night,
Mhm.
I was like, yeah, this first song is really the only musical number.
Right.
It's not really a
I
musical.
remember you saying that.
And then we kept watching it, and more musical numbers kept coming up, and I was like, I don't remember them breaking out in songs so much. And so I feel like I just remember the story and the dancing. I don't remember, and I don't know what the difference between those two movies is. That one of them I remembered just the story, and the
Right.
other I remembered the musical numbers.
So there were a lot of parts in it in La La Land that reminded me a lot of Moulin Rouge, and like there was almost cartoonish type things going on sometimes, and they would just kind of break out into some sort of musical type thing, and so it felt like that to me.
I'd say it's not nearly as cartoonish as Moulin Rouge.
No.
Especially in the camera area, it's very tame in La La Land.
Yeah, Moulin Rouge does some really ballsy things with the camera.
Right.
Yeah, Moulin Rouge like puts the camera on a little kid's propeller hat and spins it for like half the shots. It's insane.
Just that camera spinning around, making everybody dizzy, and you just have Jim Broadbent like right up in the dude. Jim Broadbent up in your face like that is a little much.
I always find Jim Broadbent in the weirdest places.
Yeah, like a Q-tip. You're like, how did that get there?
Well, it's just like you watch a movie and it can be from any country. And it's like, oh, Jim Broadbent's in this. Doesn't matter if it's a British movie or an American movie or like what. It's just Jim Broadbent's just always there. And like, oh, where'd he come from?
You're just watching Seven Samurai. It's just this black and white samurai film. And then in the background, you just see Jim Broadbent just...
John Travolta.
John Travolting. Like, how did I get into this movie? And then walks off.
So I loved Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. I like both of those.
Yes.
Both those actors. But then J.K. Simmons was in this one also.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
He was the...
he wasn't quite as mean.
The restaurant owner.
Right.
He was still a
little mean.
He was a little snippy, but reasonably so.
Right. La La Land was, while I was watching it, I thought it was really good, and I really enjoyed the music, and of course the actors and stuff. To me, it was very much, this is the recipe for two people come together, they like each other, something happens and they got to break up. Then in the end, something happens and they come back together and they live happily ever after.
It's the rom-com formula.
Right. That's what the
he goes to the
following.
airport and gets her back and
right.
all that kind of stuff.
What actually happened was it was that cookie cutter. That's the way it was going until close to the end when they don't get together. And they ended up not...
Spoiler alert for Tabor.
They ended up not being together. Sorry. I mean, I got to talk about something.
Yeah.
But they end up not being together. And I was almost livid.
Yeah. A lot of people hate the ending of La La Land because it's not a happy ending. It is the opposite of Whiplash. They get what they need, but not what they want.
Yeah. But the part with I thought this was really clever, and I think I had read something that Chazelle had talked about, was the little, I think it was like inside of Ryan Gosling's imagination. You know, he's sitting there playing the piano, and they go through this whole scene of how it should have gone, right? For the happy ending for the both of them. But that was just in his head. And then it comes back to him playing the piano. And so I thought that was really kind of cool.
He's playing that Le Motif.
Right.
Mia's song, I think is what it is. And it goes through. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be his imagination or hers or a shared thing between both of them.
I think it was him. I think this all came from, I don't know.
I would imagine that it's both of theirs once he starts playing that song, because that song is, the first interaction that she has with him, besides when she flips him off on the highway.
Right.
And then she keeps hearing that throughout.
Right.
That song that he plays keeps playing throughout. Like when she's in the restaurant with Greg and she hears it, so she leaves to go to the movie with
Right.
him. And then he starts playing it when they're doing the band promo shoot. So I think that when he plays that, kind of brings them both into this.
So you're thinking it's kind of a melded type thing. It's both of them
Yeah,
thinking about.
once they hear that song, I think it brings them both back to what could have been.
Interesting. Well, either way, it was pretty cool. I liked that they put that in there. It was like an alternate timeline that we kind of got to watch. So the opening scene where they're on the freeway overpass and they're breaking out in dance and song and stuff, that opening scene took 2 days to shoot.
I would imagine so. That's a very choreographed.
That's it? Is just 2 days?
2
Well,
days.
It feels like it should be longer.
Imagine doing 2 full 12-hour days on a single song.
I don't know if you guys know this. I didn't see how long this one took, the movie La La Land, how long it took to film. But for reference, Whiplash was 19 days.
Yeah, I can see you getting Whiplash done. And that's a very, very tight 19 days. I mean, it'd be a stressful shoot. But yeah, I can see that getting done in 19. Typically, a feature-length film that doesn't have a lot of moving parts like Whiplash would probably be like a month of shooting. So it's kind of interesting that they did it in 19. That's pretty good. It's pretty freaking good.
So anyways, 2 days to do that opening scene. And I guess it was like crazy hot up on a freeway overpass in California.
Even though they established that it takes place in winter.
None of the seasons looked any different.
Oh,
They were just words on a screen.
It's LA.
Yeah,
It all looked the same.
Not in California. Well, I guess Northern California can get pretty cold.
Do you remember that scene, that audition scene Emma Stone is doing?
Yeah.
The person comes in with the phone while
Mhm.
she's right in the middle of
Doing an emotional.
right. I think he's
monologue.
crying or
Yeah.
something. That was actually taken from one of Ryan Gosling's auditions. He said he literally had that happen.
He came in with the phone, dick. That's going to be a fun one to talk about. I can't wait to talk about those.
La La Land was shot on celluloid film with
Mhm.
Panavision equipment in widescreen format.
Yeah, at the beginning it said that it was shot
In front of a live studio audience.
CinemaScope.
So Panavision is the brand of camera. Like Arri Alexa is like the big digital camera. Panavision is like the big film camera. And so shot on widescreen, so that probably means they use like anamorphic lenses like we did on Bigfoot Falls.
Okay.
So give you that widescreen look.
We can find that out right now on shotonwhat.com.
Bigfoot Falls, for those of you who are following along at home, was the most recent short film that I did, and it now has about 320 views.
Does it really?
On YouTube. It's my most, maybe that's not true.
No, wrong number is the most viewed one, but we don't have access to that channel anymore. We need to take that down and re-upload everything on the new and improved Rat's Nest.
Yeah.
So it was shot on a Panavision Panaflex Millennium XL2 camera and Panavision C-Series and E-Series anamorphic lenses.
So Ryan Gosling played Sebastian, but guess who was considered before that?
Christian Bale.
That's a very good guess.
Oh, Miles Teller.
It was Miles Teller.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Which he wouldn't have fit for that.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how?
Well, I don't think his face, the swelling in his face hadn't come down from doing Whiplash yet, so
Yeah.
I think he couldn't do it.
It had been, what, 2 years and the swelling?
Yeah.
I don't think the swelling had gone down in Stallone's face from Rocky IV.
Whiplash was 2014 and La La Land 2016. So put some ice on it.
Yeah. You liked him in Top Gun, right?
Yes. Maverick. He was in Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick.
And it was awesome. Yep.
I still need to watch that. I haven't seen it yet. All right. So we talked about color. Let's talk about production design. What's the production design look like for La La Land?
It
What
looked
year
a
does-
lot like
What year does it take place?
designy stuff.
2016.
It's modern times.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's true. He drove an older car.
Yes.
And they have a cell phone. So
Yeah.
But at the beginning of the show, he was listening to, it looked like a tape on a tape cassette.
Yeah, because he had an old car.
Yeah. So then I was thinking, what, this is like olden times. Nobody has, tape cassettes that they put in their car and rewind and listen to.
So, of course, I'm going to be the exception. But when
You
I
have
was
a tape cassette.
not anymore,
Okay.
in my Oldsmobile Aurora, I did. And when I would go on comedy gigs, I would stop by pawn shops and all sorts of like secondhand stores and buy tape cassettes for my car.
Were they comedy tapes or were they just music?
It was mostly Billy Joel. Like I was scouring and looking for every like Billy Joel album that I can find. So I have almost every Billy Joel cassette and vinyl, almost.
All right.
So Emma Stone and Gosling, they walked by stage 16. Guess what happened at stage 16?
This is shot in Los Angeles?
Yes.
Okay. Stage 16. I'm going to assume this is where they shot Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
This is where scenes from Goonies were filmed.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's really neat.
Yeah, I thought
Honey,
that
I
was kinda
Shrunk the Kids. When was the last time anybody talked about Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
That's the first time that movie has popped into anyone's head in the last 20 years. Like no one has, like, that movie ceased existing until I just brought it back.
Speaking of, Rick Moranis is getting back into acting.
Yeah.
That's cool to see.
Spaceballs 2.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Search for More Money.
Yeah.
So they shot Goonies there. What part of the Goonies did they shoot there? Because a lot of it was shot in Astoria, like a lot of the exteriors. Maybe the interior of the pirate ship?
Yeah, that part I don't know. It just said that they filmed some Goonies stuff there.
Oh, and I bet all the underground tunnel stuff that
Yeah.
they do. That's probably shot there too.
Did you know that Ari Aster is doing a Goonies remake?
He's not.
No, that'd be really cool though, right?
Dad, I don't know. We have Ari Aster on the docket. And
Yeah.
I don't know how Dad is
I
going to
know.
react to those movies. They're incredible. They're really good.
Let's not do Beau is Afraid.
No, we're not doing Beau is Afraid.
And let's not do Midsummer.
Why? That's the one he wants to do.
Because Midsummer sucks.
It's great. I love Midsummer. What are you talking about?
I got a picture all ready to go.
It's
Yeah.
literally in the name. It's mid.
No.
Hereditary is great though.
Dude, Hereditary will mess you up.
Top 10 movie for me.
It's so good, but it'll mess you up. Production design, color, sound design. Let's talk about the sound design of this movie. Obviously, it's a musical, right?
Yeah.
More than just that opening scene.
Mm-hmm. I'd say it stops being like singing musical like halfway through, right? Like the first
Sort of.
It's like Mulan.
the first act and a half. Yeah, it is kind of like Mulan.
Do you remember? You remember the Disney movie Mulan, right?
Because
Yeah.
the last time that they sing is
Yeah.
when he's, or I guess when she's doing her audition with the movie that like kind of launches her. But that's a smaller song. Before that, it's when he's sitting at the piano and
Yeah.
playing
I think
in the apartment.
I think they did their own singing, and Ryan Gosling did his own piano playing,
Yeah.
even though he didn't know how to play piano.
And they did their own dancing.
Yeah. Well, Ryan Gosling, he's Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
He's a dancer.
So Mulan is a musical until they sing What We're Fighting For and they walk over the hill. And when they walk over the hill, they see the Chinese military village that's just been destroyed,
Mhm.
burned to the ground. After that, there's not another musical number for the rest of the movie.
Oh, really?
So I guess, are you saying it's like the same concept where like as soon as there's a tonal shift in this movie that the musical goes away and it becomes just like this real life?
I mean, like not entirely, but there are far fewer musical numbers in the second half than the first half.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. The other person that I thought was really cool, aside from J.K. Simmons, I thought it was neat seeing him in that one. But I didn't know John Legend.
Yeah.
was in it, and that was pretty
I
cool.
always forget that he's the one who's in it.
Who's John Legend?
Musician,
The singer.
yeah. He did the song that was popular around 2012. All of Me, married to Chrissy Teigen.
I know Chrissy Teigen. That sounds familiar. I guess I just never.
So Ryan Gosling didn't know how to play piano, but for this movie, he learned how to play piano and all of the songs.
He grew up Mormon. Of course, he knows how to play piano.
He said
it's in his blood.
He didn't play piano, so he learned it for the.
It's like Token playing bass and.
In South Park. Yeah.
So they didn't have to do fake hands or
fake hand.
Yeah, it's not fake hands. It's somebody else is playing the
stunt
piano.
double.
Yeah, stunt double.
Speaking of which, I had a question about that for Whiplash. Obviously, everybody knows that Miles Teller is a drummer.
Mm-hmm.
How much of the drumming was Miles Teller, and how much of it was there a stunt double for like the advanced stuff?
There was a double drummer. Most of that was in the final scene.
Yeah, I think he did a lot of his own stuff
until the end, because that's really complex stuff going.
I think he did like 90% of it, and I think it was just the final piece that whenever you don't see his face and it's like close-ups,
gotcha,
double.
Okay.
So John Legend in La La Land plays guitar, but he didn't know how to play guitar, so he learned how to play guitar for this.
They had to teach everybody how to.
Right.
Yeah, that's great. What else we got, Dad?
That's pretty much all I've got for La La Land. I mean, it was a musical. It was pretty cool. And
the ending made you mad?
The ending made me mad. Yeah.
Nice.
Costumes were pretty good.
Yeah. I think the one thing that was cool about the costumes and the colors with it is, from what I saw, it seems to reflect, at least with Emma Stone's character, her mood at the time. Like at the beginning, she wears a lot of blues. Yeah. And then after she meets
Barnaby Jones.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, that's the one.
It changes to like more reds, and it like changes to purple, and then it changes to like yellow and red and stuff like that. Like her wardrobe gets brighter.
So we're looking at her feelings.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane how much thought goes into costume design? You wouldn't think, like, I make movies and I don't even think about the costume. I'm just like, yeah, or whatever. Like, I really need a costume designer and I really need a production designer. Those are the two weak points in my filmmaking armor, is I don't have those two people, a costume designer and a production designer.
So there is a huge debate brewing in the industry. Although Chazelle does not have a lot of films under his belt, a case has been made that he fits into the auteur category.
Oh, we're having the auteur talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now every time I look up a director, I go try and find, is this
Damien
guy
Chazelle auteur?
Right.
Question mark.
Right. So yeah, there's argument there that people are thinking he is.
I don't think you have to have a lot of films under your belt or have a lot of significant films to be an auteur. It's just someone who has a heavy hand in the production and does a lot of.
Ari Aster has 4, right? All he has is 4 movies. That's all he has under his belt. I would consider him an auteur. A lot of his stuff has the same feel, the same vibe. When you watch it, like, oh, this feels like an Ari Aster movie. And then you see that it is.
I think if you write and direct and have a lot of influence in the outcome of it, you're an auteur. If you just direct and that's it, or if you just write and stuff like that, then probably not. But I think
Rob Reiner is an auteur?
No.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But he's a good director. Also, go listen to those episodes. Why are those episodes lagging? I want all of you, after you finish this episode, go listen to the 2 Rob Reiner episodes. Derek is funny. Don't look at his eyes.
No, don't look directly into his eyes. You will get lost. We need to have him back on, by the way.
Can you roll the clip of him getting his knee bashed in by Haley?
We don't have any video on the podcast. Well, technically we do. We upload it with video.
You could do it on YouTube.
Yeah, we'll just cut to him taking that thing
Is
to
that
the knee.
who that was?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, that was Derek.
I'm going to have to go back and watch it now. I was probably looking at his leg and not his
eyes.
His eyes.
Well, the first 2 takes were his eyes.
She bashed him in the eyes.
That's why they're like that.
I'm trying to hit him in the leg, but I keep hitting him in the face.
Also, go watch the David Fincher episode.
Yeah.
With Matt Aronson.
Yeah. That one's doing well. That episode's got a lot of listens.
If you want to listen to him call our dad sir for an entire hour and a half.
He did.
Oh,
he did call you sir. I think Dallin called you sir also.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? I haven't listened to Dallin yet.
There was, I'm trying to remember who it was, but we interviewed someone recently who kept calling you Mike.
Yes. Mike.
Yeah. But anyway, we want to rate these movies?
Yeah. And I've already got my rating system for this one.
Oh, he came prepared.
Well, I'm looking at the consistency between Whiplash and La La Land, and the consistency here is J.K. Simmons. So I'm going to rate these on a scale of J.K. Simmons slaps.
Simmons slaps.
How many J.K. Simmons slaps? This is a slim and slap. Isn't that like a slip and slide? Come on, kids.
You said
Get
that
your
like
slim and slap.
You said that like Sid the Sloth. Slim and slap.
Sounds like a ride at like a theme park. You going on the Slim and Slap later?
It's just J.K. Simmons standing at the gate, and you walk up, and he slaps you in the face, and you turn around and walk away.
Do I look like a double rainbow to you?
I love that guy. So my Whiplash, probably out of 10, I guess just 10 slaps. I don't know that we need to do it 100 slaps. That seems excessive, but...
Well, if we do 100, then you can do like a...
decimal point.
Yeah, decimal point. You can't do half a slap.
Let's say the slap comes across, and then there's the backhand as it comes back.
Front hand, back hand?
Yeah.
Front hand, backhand.
Front hand, backhand. All right. Wax on, wax off.
So, okay. So I'll go out of 100. It's not necessary, but I'm going to do it. Front hand, backhand slaps on Whiplash. I would give it at least 90 slip and slaps.
90 slip and slaps.
90 slip and slaps.
Okay. I'm going to go for Whiplash.
I'm going to go turn into a dinosaur.
I'm going to go 97 slip and slaps.
Wow, 97. I think that's the highest I've ever heard you rate something on here.
Other than The Godfather.
Yeah, you haven't done The Godfather yet, have you?
Not yet.
Oh.
He's already rated The Godfather, and we haven't even done it yet.
You're going to have to get Francis Ford Coppola on here and talk about that. And Apocalypse Now.
Or we can get the guy who did Apollo 18, and we'll talk about how that's my zero.
You can get him on the podcast and just beat him with a stick or something.
All right.
I always, when rating it, like either on IMDb or Letterboxd, I always debate on whether or not it's a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. But I would say at least 95 slip and slaps out of 100.
From JK.
From JK.
Nice. So, La La Land.
Obviously, I am out for this one.
Alec, talk to me about your La La Land. Why was it called La La Land? Why do we think it was called La La Land?
That is actually the nickname for Los Angeles.
Is it really?
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh.
I always assumed.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be a double entendre, but I always assumed that it was like.
How many double entendres would you give?
Well, with every entendre I give it, it's double, so I don't know. I have to do the math on that. I always assumed that it was called that because, like, they're living in some sort of fantasy world, La La Land, where they.
Yeah.
It's got a double meaning.
That's what I thought. It's like
where things are like
you're in La La Land, buddy.
supposed to be perfect, and then it turns out that they're not. And
it's a double rainbow.
Yeah. I would give it 78 slip and slaps out of 100. I think it's a great movie, and the first time I saw it, I watched it with my friends in my apartment with my roommates. And they had already seen it before, and afterwards they all looked over at me, waiting for my reaction.
Video?
And I just kind of sat there for 10 minutes staring at the screen. And I was like, I think I need to go to bed. And that was my reaction, because that ending it's a lot.
God, Gosh, I need to find out why this ending has you guys so up in arms.
It's sad that
It's just really real.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I already live a real life where real things happen. And I guess a lot of times when I'm watching a movie like that and it's about people and relationships,
you want to suspend reality.
I want things to work out. I want things to, happily ever after. That's the kind of endings that I want. I want people to win. And when they don't, I'm like, oh my gosh, this sucks.
Well, I find that most movies fall into a category of happy ending or sad ending.
You're correct. That's very true.
But this one, well, there's a gray area, but I feel like this one is the most gray area one that I've seen, because it's like, I don't think it's a happy ending or a sad ending. It's just life. It's just the way it is. Right.
So I love Ryan Gosling, love Emma Stone, J.K. Simmons. They're awesome. I really liked the music from it and the scenery. There was, a lot of really cool stuff that they went to. I thought that the little dance thing that they did, they went to like a what was it?
To the observatory.
An observatory, and then they were dancing, but then they were floating through the air and dancing. I thought that was kind of weird, but
that's how you feel when you're in love.
Not Moulin Rouge weird.
Yeah. No. I would give this probably 62 J.K. Simmons slaps.
Slipper slaps.
Yeah. Just because of it was so rough for me. The ending was so.
This is, I think, the second movie we've talked about that's got an ending that kind of keeps people like, like The Game.
Yeah, The Game.
Zodiac.
Zodiac less so, because we already knew how it was going to end.
Dad didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know, because I didn't really know the story about the Zodiac.
Oh, really?
Killer. So I didn't know the outcome.
Yeah. And if you had watched The Thing, you probably would have felt the same way about The Thing. The ending, you're like, what?
Well, last time we were watching The Thing, I remember we were out there in the living room. It was my first time watching it, and you were like, oh, you're going to love it. And I was like, okay. And I'm watching it, and then Dad does what he always does, and he walks in. He walks in,
hovers behind the couch for a bit.
He stands in the corner, Blair Witch style, looking at the TV.
Or sometimes what is that? What's that show with Will Smith and the
I Am Legend?
I Am Legend, where he goes into that building and they're kind of all standing there.
Yeah.
And Dad stands there saying nothing for like a good 15 minutes. And then he says, this is the stupidest movie I've ever seen. And then he turns around and walks away.
All right. Any concluding thoughts on anything? On Damien Chazelle or La La Land or Whiplash? Any final?
In my parting words, I would like to say, go watch Whiplash. It's honestly one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. It's incredible. It is such a good freaking movie. J.K. Simmons and Miles Teller do an amazing job. Paul Reiser's in it.
Yeah,
so that's fun.
That's right.
Yeah. Are you ready to head on out of here?
You got anything else? You all done?
Well, I hope Damien Chazelle continues making good movies. I heard mixed things about Babylon, but if your first feature film is considered one of the greatest movies of this generation,
I'd say almost of all time. It's amazing. It's incredible.
Then you got to be doing something right. So
yeah, they'll keep giving him money.
Let's hope his next one's good.
All right.
All right.
Let's head on out of here then.
Let's do it.
All righty.
And we're gone.
I was gonna do a J.K. Simmons thing, but I lost it.
Slap me.
On my time. No, okay. All right. See ya.
Thanks for listening to My Dad's Movie Podcast. We had a lot of fun creating it, and we hope you enjoyed it.
For more content, please check us out at Facebook and YouTube at My Dad's Movie Podcast, or visit our website, mydadsmoviepodcast.com.
And always, if you'd like to help support us, please check out our Patreon at My Dad's Movie Podcast.
Thanks for listening, everybody.